Right.
I'm live everywhere.
Huh?
I said I'm live like everywhere.
Where's everywhere?
Like visually everywhere on every.
Which one are you going to be able to carry around when we do a walk around?
If Dalton stays, he can wander around with the iPad on TikTok. While TikTok still exists.
TikTok's not going anywhere. Y'all are gullible.
While TikTok still exists. Ew, God, I hate hearing my voice.
And the hat almost gets pretty close to matching.
Everybody's already talking about the hat. They are. Turn it off, dear Lord. I don't like hearing my voice.
That gets pretty close to matching.
Everybody's already talking about the hat. Oh my God.
Quit talking.
Just turn the sound down. We don't need it echoing. Oh, someone said we have to have at least one NPK trophy on the table.
Hey, I'm going to keep talking.
Need it echoing.
You know, Chris Bell, blue with a cow hood. All of Shawn's favorite things.
Yes, I've had my coffee today. Dalton Farmer on YouTube.
The real owner of the blue car is Keith Haney and Misty Haney from Keith Haney Racing. I'm going through the comments on Facebook currently. Progress on my truck it's close. It's close. That's about it.
Is it?
I call the people saying, I can't believe you're not testing. Well, you can't test a car that doesn't run. Like they literally just got the car running last week and we went and picked it up. I'm not sure about where you're from, but most of the country's covered in snow. Except for in Florida where we're headed.
That's the first time you've heard my New York accent, Gerald? That's surprising. People are asking what's going on with the giveaway truck.
The winner, we'll talk about that. We'll let some more people get on here.
Yeah, we've got about 1,000 people.
Where?
We've got 200. Mm-hmm. No, between all of them, we've got, about 1,000 spread out. The chick who's talking is Phantom's better half, Mallory.
That's up for debate.
It is not up for debate.
Why haven't you tested this car, man?
Exactly.
Why have you not tested this car?
I think I would have found out.
No, slacking.
I mean, is it time?
Yeah, no, we're doing it.
No, I'm talking about time to race it.
Oh, yes. Yo. This time next week will be I think we'll be getting ready for Q1.
On Thursday?
Yep.
Yeah. Thursday afternoon, I think there's one round.
You ready?
Yeah. As I'm eating.
Some circus peanuts?
Yeah. Trying to get down the lowest I've been and since I was in the 6th grade.
We need a little more ballast over there on the left-hand side.
Look, I've only got 30 left.
Are they soft or
They're pretty soft.
Okay.
Between either you love circus peanuts or you hate them.
I don't mind them if they're soft.
I guess there's
I cannot do the hard ones. Giggity. So, anyways, this is a pro mod, guys. Who is the owner, you might keep asking yourself. This is owned by Keith and Misty Haney from Keith Haney Racing. It was a good friend of his, Matt Zimmerman, owned this car. He passed away. Keith purchased the car, redid it, and asked Shawn to drive it. So thanks for watching our live. We'll see
Yeah,
you.
that really just summed everything up.
So,
It really brought everything together.
yep. So,
Yeah, I mean, that basically sums it up, you know. They wanted Keith and Mark Mickey are good buddies, and Blake Housley
Yeah.
from Mayberry Customs,
Mayberry
Motorsports and Customs.
What?
Face.
Oh,
When you're
can't talk to
talking,
each other. We
face
gotta
me.
talk to the camera.
Oh,
Ish.
I
Yours
was,
carries. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it's me.
So those three got together, and this is what they came up with. Obviously, they got the combination from Mark Mickey.
I mean,
He's going to be tuning it.
Mark Mickey's combination, he has done very well. He was the champ from Midwest Drag Racing Series, which is also Keith Haney's racing series. He's #1 qualifier everywhere he goes.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
we thought we was going to get to see him versus Kai in the finals.
and then he read it.
Yeah. So, you know, hey, sometimes things
It happens. It happens.
He had the fastest car of the race.
Yes, he
It
did,
wasn't by much over Kai.
which is insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Guys, look, we really thought that we were going to be in a little better position. And then Kai had to go out and selfishly win that race
It was very selfish of Kai to go out and win that race with a steel body.
with a steel bodied car, with a steel bodied MPK car.
Why don't you take your EPK car, man?
Exactly.
I did.
Let me tell y'all a little difference between my car and Kai's car. First off, that car hadn't turned the wind light on against us all season. I'm gonna throw that out.
That one didn't, for sure.
No.
The only time to read
Now we lost once or twice to Jane Lane.
That's just because you red lit. You lost one time because you red lit.
I said lit.
No.
I took one round of wind away from us.
Yeah.
I know we'd have beat him.
No.
Anyways, with that being said, guys, we couldn't be prouder of Kai.
Oh man, we
Believe
were
it or
looking like
not-
fools in the airport.
Believe it or not, we were at the airport whenever he was, you know, cutting them lights down and going rounds at that race. And we looked like some idiots, which we're used to it.
Yeah.
So it didn't bother us.
It was just in a different country.
Yeah, we were just in a different country and the people didn't understand what we were saying. But we were stoked every time he won. You know, we've said it in the past, big Kai Kelly fan.
Big Pat Kelly fan.
He went out and he killed it. And it is going to be tough for us to follow that up because now we have a car that is equal playing field as everybody else out there.
Yep.
And so if you don't win,
Yeah.
then it's almost like
And
it looks bad. But
and you know, one thing that people get confused, and not to take anything away from Kai, Jeff, the rest of their crew, that car, like it's an EPK car, yes. That car was at full pro mod weight,
oh yeah,
like and including the weight break that they gave him for having a steel bodied car.
well, and that is the reason that Kai could get it done with his
Yeah,
steel body
the
car,
reason
guys.
that-
We cannot get to the weight that it takes to run. Our car's just built heavier than that.
It is plain and simple. I mean,
I mean,
it just is.
People talk about his chassis used to be a Pro Mod chassis and then they redid it and just put a steel body on there.
Possibly.
I mean, that's the truth. That
Yeah,
came
a lot
from
of
Guy.
people say it though.
Yeah, that came from Guy. So, obviously his chassis is just lighter than ours.
Mhm.
There's nothing about it. You know, it is what it is. Ours was not built to be that light.
I mean, ours was built with factory front frame rails to begin with. To be totally honest with you all, it was built to be heavy on the rear to work well on the street, and
It did. And
Yeah.
now it works well on the track. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah.
that's the reason, guys, that we can't just show up with our MPK car and expect to go rounds. We do want to qualify at this race.
God, if we gotta qualify,
Yeah.
like there's no. We've put some pressure on ourselves in other positions before, man. We have to qualify. Like this is a car just like all the others.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Like this same car.
It's also,
like #1 at the last race.
yeah, but that car's got a lot of life.
For sure. For sure.
Versus this one does not. So we definitely wanted to be able to test the car beforehand, but car wasn't done.
So the plan was get the car finished, dyno it, possibly go test it. That was our plan anyway.
That was our plan.
Well, then Mother Nature snuck up on us. There's like 3 feet of snow in Missouri or Kansas or wherever all of that stuff was we didn't get to dyno it, which meant we didn't get to test the car. So, I mean, that's just what happened.
We've been in worse situations, guys. But it's always worse situations in a car that I've been in before.
You're a little more familiar with
A little
it.
more familiar with.
It's yours.
Yeah, it's mine. So it is what it is. We luckily get to test all week. So Monday morning, we'll be there. We'll be set up on Sunday, and Monday morning, this car will be in the staging lanes, and we'll shake it down and then see what happens. So
I was at Kevin White Safety yesterday, and at some point, this car has raced at Bradenton, and it went like 223 or something like that at Bradenton.
that's what it should go.
Yeah. I mean, not with this same combo, but this car has been that fast. So that's pretty
Yeah,
cool. I thought.
and I'm sure lighter because every time Mark does good at a race, guys, they shove weight on the turbo cars.
Every time.
So
Every time.
they actually got weight. He didn't even win the race last time. They still got weight.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of like whenever we win a race with a Pro Charger, or a Screw wins the race at MPK, they come check all the Pro Charger cars with the next race for some reason. Amateur hour.
yeah.
That one important? Oh, probably so.
No, I don't. Hang on. Hello?
Sorry, we're trying to get the Ford ready. That's what I'm going to take down to Florida. Thanks for the sharing, Ben. Appreciate it, bud.
Okay. What time do you get home? Okay. I'll be by there. Thank you, man. Anyways, there was no real reason that we wanted to come on here and do this, guys. We just wanted to kind of let everybody know the situation that we're in. We're gonna show up to, I mean, pretty much the baddest pro mod race.
So the last race, the one that Kai won, was literally the quickest field in Pro Mod history.
Yeah.
Like
And it ain't gonna get any
between
better.
1 and 32, there was 500ths of a second.
Yeah.
That's a half a tenth, 0.05 between 32 cars that qualified. There were 65 cars there, which means 33 did not qualify.
And guys,
They're talking like 80's gonna be there this time.
yeah, and it ain't gonna go slower.
No.
But, and that's why I said, guys, if we go down there and we qualify, that's something to be happy about. I know our expectations are higher than that,
For sure.
but
We're also realists.
there was 35 cars that went home. And if you look at some of the names in those 35 people that didn't qualify and went home, there were some big names in there. Big name pro mod guys with fast and very good programs. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell myself if something happens and we have, the new car blues,
See what you did there.
then work harder,
I mean,
It
that's
is
all
what
it
it
comes
is.
down to.
Yeah, it is what it is. So if that does happen, then it's nobody's fault but ours. We should have tested the car already.
Yep.
That's just kind of where I'm at with it. That's where my head's at. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna do the best that we can all this week, and
Whatever
I
happens.
think we're gonna qualify, and I think we're gonna qualify top half of the field.
I like it.
So I mean, you can't convince me that we're not. So now next week, the week after next,
Uh-huh.
I might be convinced that we won't.
Yeah. Well, that didn't work.
Well, the plan didn't work, guys.
Remember how
But
we
that's always going to be our plan. We've had plans in the past. Sometimes they come together, sometimes they don't. We won't quit until we do well with this car. So, or until Keith takes it away from us.
Yeah, hey man, you suck.
Yeah. Look, guys, man, you're terrible. And I'm gonna go. Here you go.
Fair enough, Keith.
Fair enough. Here you go, buddy.
You want us to bring it home first?
Yeah.
You got it here.
You just want us to pack our shit up and leave this thing in the parking lot, or what?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave all your spare parts. Just tell us where.
So we're loading the car up today. We're rolling out tomorrow, and which would be Friday. 2-day drive. We'll set up on Sunday.
Go have us a steak or something,
Yeah,
Get ready for the week.
Get ready for the week, and go let go of the button of this thing and see what happens.
Dude, I am one of my things that I'm looking forward to most. Like the whole opportunity is amazing, right? Like I'm super excited that we get to do this. But one of my favorite things I'm looking forward to is after the first time you go to the stripe under power.
That's going to be my first pass.
And
as long as everything goes straight, I'm going to strike the first pass.
I hope so. But I can't wait for you to tell me what happened during the pass because
I'm probably not going to know.
Well, see, but I think you will because it's always amazing what you can tell me after a 3.8 second pass or whatever they are at NPK. Like you can tell me a 10-minute story about that moment in time, and it's pretty amazing. So I can't wait to.
Time definitely slows down when you're in the car.
Yeah.
Either that or you just get used to it, and it's amazing how much your brain can process in that little amount of time. So for the first pass, I'm gonna have a lot on my mind, but I plan on wearing my glasses that I can take a video.
Oh, the Metas, the Ray-Bans.
If I put the Ray-Bans on, and if I remember, if I'm not just scared to death in the car, I'll try to video the first pass ever in the car. We'll see what happens. See if I don't screw up the burnout. See if I can stage the car.
Yeah, it's been a while.
If I can cut a light.
Burned out in a big tire turbo car.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out how to stage the car. I got to figure out where I need to be in the beams. I got a lot to figure out in a short amount of time, guys. So we're just going to do the best that we can.
So
I'm not worried about me driving the car, but there's a lot of things that are involved in driving the car that I am worried about. Staging the car, bumping the car in, staging, letting go of the button.
See, I don't worry about you with any of that. None of that bothers me.
We don't know how to cut a light. To be honest with you guys,
I think you can cut a light because, like we've talked.
We've just never done it.
I mean, so we race on Instant Green or whatever it is at NPK, and man, I don't know that there's very many times that you got left on this year by even the guy that was leading on everybody there. So
that's really the only thing that I can go off of. I don't know. I've never had the MPK car or any of that stuff on a pro tree and actually tried to chop the tree down. Now I have other cars, the 55, those cars that don't react the way that these cars do.
So I'm thinking back whenever we first got the MPK car actually right, and we took it to XRP, and you raced Frankie Taylor.
Oh,
you treat the shit out of him. I don't
Frankie's
remember.
Old, man.
Frankie is old, but Frankie
didn't have nothing to prove. He was like, yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Go ahead, get on out there.
Let go of the button. Came around me.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, he came around me fast, like scared me.
Yeah, it was loud, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think we'll be all right. I know that at MPK everybody talks about putting delays in their boxes and all that stuff, even on Instant Green, so that they don't go red. And I'm like, so you're guessing?
Yeah.
There's no other. You can't anticipate nothing.
Yeah. That's
called a guess. If there's no amber lights to come up, guys, and it's an instant green, and you have to put a delay in the box. That is a guess.
The only way it makes sense is when they set the tree up as the green is a 400 Pro tree, because then the green is basically the amber. So then I could kind of understand it, because some cars will react quicker, some people's eyes work quicker.
But with that being said, I've never had to put a delay in any of my boxes.
Ever.
No, I don't.
We don't even know where it's at in the fuel.
No, that's just not something that we do.
Yeah.
I do have a strategy whenever I stage cars. And most of the time, that is to go in as shallow as I possibly can.
Who's the first one to hang you out?
Oh, the first person I race.
No doubt about it.
I've already heard, guys, that they are going to burn me down. Like, they are going to do whatever they can to screw with me staging the car. And anybody that knows how I am, if you can do that, then more power to you.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I welcome it.
I'm
not that comfortable in this car. In fact, I've never made a pass in it, so I can't be comfortable in it yet. But if you can get in my head, have at it.
Yeah,
I don't believe that you can.
That's a pretty tough chore in itself.
I don't believe that you can. I'm gonna focus on my job in my lane in my car. I don't care what you do over there.
Yeah.
Like, how could you possibly
Yeah.
Are you gonna put me on the popper a little bit too long? I ain't got a dime in this deal.
No.
The
guy who built the transmission,
guy
trailers down.
He's 2 trailers down. He's tuning the car. I am going to. I'm not coming off the 2-step.
No.
If I'm building boost and it's wicked up and I'm in and both of my lights are staged,
Get comfortable.
I'll just wait until that light turns green. So, but they did say, they've laughed. I've talked to a couple different people and they've laughed and said, "Oh yeah, you will 100% get messed with on the tree in a turbo car."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Whatever.
yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. But there's, like I said, there's a lot of really fast and good programs that went home early last time. So yeah, we'll go out and do what we do and see what happens.
That's all we can do. We got just a few more days to find
I
out.
mean, one day this might be what we do.
Never know.
Never know.
Maybe with this car. We're going like that.
It's awful blue.
Man, don't even try to play like you don't like it.
I don't hate it. Like, honestly, I don't hate it. I have 100% before said I can't have a blue race car. And I kept that towards a race car because I thought there's no way I will ever have I wouldn't mind having a blue car.
Well, yeah, the Donk is
The
awesome.
Donk is blue, yeah.
Yeah.
She's real baby though.
You know,
This is a little more not baby.
no, it's a little more blue than baby.
Yes.
Uh,
It's still a little bit baby though.
no, it is. It's got a little more blue in it than white though, or whatever makes the powder baby blue. Let's pull this big old long nose off and get a look at the motor. So the motor is the same thing as the NPK car. It's just less compression. It's got 2 turbos on the set of Pro Drive.
Do you wanna? Grab that.
That sounds like a lot, guys, but it's no big deal.
We just like find a camshaft and an outlet.
That's right. You just shove it in.
Yep.
So
And that little fuel cell.
lots of room up here that we don't have.
Yep. It's full up with other stuff.
Yes. So if anybody doesn't realize why our cars have pecker extenders and none of these pro mods do, it's because of this. Our cars don't have all this area up here and they just build the front end that long.
Yeah.
So they don't need a pecker extender
So-
because their front end is already that much longer than ours.
Yeah, so the amount of overhang goes from the forward spindle, the spindle that's furthest forward, to the tip of that.
45 or 47.
It depends. Like
on which-
NPK is 47, Duck's race is 45. So
What are you doing?
let's make a lot of noise. Make a lot of noise.
Yeah, you probably should see if your air fryer in there works. It fell off the counter with the gallon of water that you had in there, and everything, the water exploded. So it went everywhere. Yeah.
So twin 88 millimeter parts turbos. It does not have the wastegates on the hot side like normal. It's got the new cold side gate that everyone's been doing.
You guys better hurry up and finish putting that car together. There ain't no wastegates on it.
Really?
Yeah, I saw somebody say that.
Yeah, no, the wastegate is right here. It's on the cold side instead of the hot side.
Yep.
Mark's pretty much got that deal figured out.
Yep.
Works great. Other than that, it's everything that we use on all of our other cars.
Only thing that's going to be a little bit different, guys, is we're going to have to pull the pan off of this thing every 5.
Pretty much every day.
Every 5 passes, we'll have to pull the pan off of this and change the
Upper rod.
upper rod bearing out. Which
Whatever.
it's not that big of a deal. It's just time consuming.
Yeah.
So
But you know,
we don't
that's what
even
it takes
check
to go.
those. On ours.
350s and 220s.
Yeah, we
Whatever.
don't even check those on ours.
Until it's time to check everything.
We also don't make 5,300 horsepower,
No, we don't.
which is what this thing is capable of.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited. It's going to be cool. I'm just excited. I'm ready to get out there and see. You know, we kind of got our shit together for APK and we did really well as a team. So I'm ready to see if we can do it at the next level. I think we can.
I mean, I've said that we could.
Yeah, you said it. I heard
Here we
it.
go. And here we go. So,
I heard it.
I mean, I said it. Kai went out there and won.
He did. You know?
You know, I mean, I didn't say we'd go out and win everything. I just said that we'd be right there in the mix with everything.
Fair just as well.
Everybody's going to fare out all right. And then Kai went out and won it, which, you know, that probably never happen again in a million years. Good job. You shook up the drag racing world for sure.
I mean, full blown.
So, other than
I
that,
mean,
you know, yeah.
Shawn's gonna walk us.
It's real tight in here, guys.
It's very toy.
It's very tight.
Lord.
It's nice though.
It is nice. It's a very well built car.
Yeah.
Or seems to be, anyways.
Flake did a great job of finishing this car.
Yeah, a couple of people have asked, is it easy for you to fit in there?
No, it is not.
It's harder to get out. That little switch box up there, dude.
Well, and there's really, I haven't figured out the combination of getting in and out yet.
There is.
You know what I mean? There is in every car.
Yeah.
Like the OG, whenever I first got it took me a long time to figure out that combination.
Yeah, but he was a lot bigger back then.
I was.
That car was hard
lot
to get
bigger
in and out of.
So.
You getting in?
Yeah. May not fit if I wear this hoodie. So.
Someone popped in late and asked, who is tuning the car?
Mark Mickey.
BDM.
Yep, Big Dick Mick.
Oh.
There it is.
Thank you.
So that's it. Steering wheel is a little close, but we could take this adapter right here off. I'm gonna check it out the first pass like this and see.
Are you?
Yeah, and then I'll see if I like it or not. I'm a guy where I kind of like my steering wheel. I like my arms to be a bit about like this, you know. Other than that, though, it's the same. It's just a little bit smaller.
It is.
Shifters here, just where I like it. This is a little bit different than what I'm used to, but I've sat in the car, you know, and I've ran through everything. The only difference between the parachute and in my car is I throw the parachute away from me.
Mhm.
This one is straight with the car, which, whatever. I'm still going to grab the parachute. And then everything in here's same.
Yeah, I mean, literally, like, this car was wired by the guy that we like to wire our cars. Button did all the wiring on it. It does have a lot more sensors on it on the transmission. I still haven't really figured everything out there. But other than it being blue and about 12 inches narrower, it's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it is definitely narrower. I mean, the narrow part isn't the problem.
Yeah.
The motor being back as far as what it is. Like I could probably, if the car was built for me, I'd probably be sitting back. I'd leave everything right here alone and set this seat back about three inches probably is all, and I'd be 100% amazing in the car.
Yeah, because it would go back that far.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd have to rebuild to me.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, 3 inches isn't much.
Depends on what
You know.
aspect.
I'm ready though. Just want to let go of the button. I don't know. Need to talk to Mark, and I mean, I'll figure it all out my first pass, but I wonder if he creeps in. Because man, when this thing's popping and banging and rocking and rolling and stuff, it's hard to hold down that button.
Because what if it just
I know it's way easier to
To
bump it.
yeah.
Just bump it one time, and then see.
just one?
But if you can creep in, then everything is happier.
It doesn't.
The back tire won't be rocking, which this has the lamb control on it.
Yeah.
So
So I bet it is a creep then. That's what that's for.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yep.
Lots of things to find out.
In a
For the
short
first
amount of
pass.
time.
So I do like how there's one wire on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
I like that. And I think I'm gonna like. So whenever I talk to Phantom on our radios, we have a button right here, and it's on this
Double frame
double frame rail, just the top rail of this double frame rail, and I just reach over and push the button. This is right here,
That's pretty cool.
so I'll be able to push this button and talk to him. And then you got the line lock, which
Pretty much the same as yours.
I use line locks, even though these things make that much power. I still use the line locks.
Yep.
Let the car sit there for a second, especially when they're brand new tires. Let the car sit there for a second. Ain't nothing to it but to let go of the button now.
Can't believe I don't have a 700 in here.
I know. Mm. The anticipation is worse than anything.
Oh yeah,
I'm just ready to let go of the button. I think after the first day of testing, there's gonna be a big relief.
I'm sure. Sure. I mean, if you weren't a little bit nervous or whatever it is, you probably shouldn't be doing this anymore, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it'll be like anything else. I'm gonna be super nervous when we're pushing up to the lanes.
Yeah.
And then once I get the burnout over with, I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah. People tend to think Shawn Ellington gonna be all right. I don't know. There's some guys though, you're not ready for this car. You do not possess the talent
Who, me?
or the resume to drive this car.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what people are saying?
I've seen a couple guys, you know,
Nice.
there's always those couple guys.
Right on. Hey, they could be right.
Yeah. I mean, those trophies up there might say something a little different. But
Uh-huh. I mean, let's be honest, man. I mean, we've been pretty damn fast. We ain't gonna go that much faster.
no. A lot faster, but not much quicker.
Yeah. Huh?
He's
Sitting in here.
car.
I see that
Scratching my nose and stuff,
with your whiskers.
Oh, I hate it.
I can
I don't know how people do mustaches. Only reason I didn't shave it last night is because I was lazy. I went to bed. It'll be shaved off tonight. I said that I would grow it until we go back to racing.
Yeah.
This is the longest I've ever let it get, especially my mustache. I cannot do it. It itches my nose nonstop. It wakes me up in the middle of the night itching my nose.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. It holds a gallon of water.
It
Or
does.
Diet Dr. Pepper, whatever it is that I
You
drink.
sit there.
You got and it's just everywhere. So
People are asking what the name is.
Blue.
just gonna call it Blue.
You're my boy, Blue.
Little bit of baby.
I've seen that some people ask if we'll have merch for this. Of course, we'll have merch for it. Shirts are shipping to the track. I'm sure we'll get them online. We've got some hats to go with them. You notice all the weight tabs in there?
Yes.
They're just everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, there's quite a bit of weight.
There's an exact number. It's in the book in there.
Yeah.
That book's pretty cool.
140 something. 44. Yeah. So what does this thing have to weigh? We gotta go across the scales at what?
27.25 or
Something.
26.75. One of those two. I can't remember.
I think it's 27,
It might be-
25.
I think it's 27.25.
which is 75 pounds lighter than what our NPK car is, but for turbos.
Mhm.
So the Pro Charge cars are
That's the same weight that NPK cars can weigh at NPK. 27.25.
So just to let everybody know, it's 150 pounds on this car of added weight to make it get to the minimum weight that we can race it at. So all the Outlaw Pro Mod cars that you see that don't have to put weight and stuff in them, there's 150 pounds out of this car that you could take out, which is unbelievable.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
150 pounds is a lot of weight to put in a car.
I mean, that's a small person.
Yeah.
It's a Mallory, basically.
So honestly, if there was a driver who, was way smaller than me, half my size, they just have to put that much more weight in the car.
It's crazy because in like NHRA, you're only allowed so much ballast.
I know.
So what do they do then? They
They
built the
put
car
it in
heavier.
anyways.
Yeah, they got
They
to.
put it in anyways, and they hide it
Yeah,
wherever they can, or they fill up a bar.
something. Yeah,
Something. What are you gonna do? Just go, that car's too light.
yeah,
I can't put any weight in it.
yeah. Well, we'll
That's
see
not
y'all at
gonna-
the next one.
That ain't gonna happen. Same way we did whenever they told us that we could only have 100 pounds at that mega cash days in California.
Allegedly.
We did the same thing everybody else did.
Yep. Come to find out, because we told other people, and like, oh yeah, we did the same thing.
Oh yeah, everybody did.
Yeah.
Here's our 100 pounds that we told everybody that we have.
Yeah, it's visually
Yeah,
bolted in.
the visual 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Any
Yeah, is there any
questions?
A couple people are asking where they can watch it.
At flowracing.com is where it'll be.
So Flow Racing will be live on their YouTube for
I believe
testing.
is all free.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
Yes, testing is free on the Flow Racing YouTube, and then the actual event taking place will be on Flow Racing, which you can, it's an app, or you can watch it on the website. And they have additional races and stuff like that too, but that's the only place that you will be able to find the live feed for that.
No, except for Don Will, it's gonna be up in the stand.
And we're garbage.
Any other questions?
No more. That's the only question.
Pretty much. I mean, obviously they're asked at the giveaway.
Oh, the giveaway. Yes, the winner has been selected. We don't do it. That's done by lawyers and whatnot. They don't let us have anything to do with it for legality. So the winner has been drawn. We will be contacting him next week. So keep your phones on you. I mean, just keep it short and sweet.
I want to say more because we clearly know who the winner is.
Yeah,
But we cannot.
It's crazy.
it is pretty crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy. We'll have a cool story on it on our YouTube.
People are asking about what's going on with the OG. We're gonna race.
A lot.
There's a lot going on with OG, guys. We just don't have it here. So we can't really tell everybody what's going on with it. It is back at DMC. The people that built the car. And it's going through a lot of light changes. So
It got factory quarters put back on it, not stretched. It got a lot of titanium put in place of the old steel.
we got the
carbon.
MH7 out of the MPK car this year.
Championship winning MH7.
We put a lockup in the car.
There is a lockup in it now.
So we're going to run it on a 275 and we're going to go to Ducks Race and we are going to, we're going to try to win that deal.
Yeah, I mean, we've showed up to Ducks Race in the past and we've done fairly well. You know, we've made it to the semis at Ducks Race with that car in the old rendition. And, but we were just kind of doing whatever we could with what we had. And now, I mean,
Now we have leveled the playing field.
we've got,
That car should be.
I mean, our tuner won that race last year.
Yep.
So, and we've got a good
And
car.
hopefully he's going to win it this year too.
Yes. So, you know, that's the plan.
It's a good car. It should be competitive. And then as soon as that race is over, we'll tear all that combination, not the combination, but that whole setup out of it. And then we'll go back to some no prep stuff with that car.
Put it back on a 28, take the lockup out of it. Maybe,
I'm sure we will.
probably,
Put the 2-speed back in it.
you know,
So,
People
but
asked.
that is after this race.
People asked about the Chevelle.
what Chevelle? Oh, Aiden Chevelle?
Yeah, and how that.
That is
It's good now.
very efficiently whipping our ass
Yeah.
up until yesterday.
It's good now though. Like it made the power.
Yeah.
So we're good. You know, made 1100.
Yeah.
We're all right with it.
There
Yeah.
will be a video.
There will be a video soon, maybe in the next couple of days.
Yep.
Try to get one out before we leave.
We're
What
leaving
else?
tomorrow.
We're leaving tomorrow, I know, so I'll be up late tonight.
Well, it's the last night before we leave town, so we will go up and see Aiden at college. Luckily, it's like 45 minutes to an hour from here.
Yeah.
They did have some sort of scrimmage today.
Oh,
An
really?
inter squad.
Nice.
So I asked Aaron, why aren't we up there watching?
Huh.
Try to get ready to leave.
I don't care. I'll put off leaving. So, shoo.
Man, did you like, let's see, when was it? Trying to think. Golly. 2010, so 15 years ago when I met you, do you ever think you'd be sitting in a Bickle cart and like fixing to race it? You probably didn't even know who Bickle was back then.
No. Oh yeah, 10 years ago I knew who Bickle was. The
Yeah.
only reason is because that's how we learned chassis.
Yeah,
Out
Bickle book.
of his books.
The Bickle book. Yep.
Like we used to write notes in the Bickle book. We used to go back and we'd have to reread everything that the Bickle book says.
Yep.
That's how we learned about chassis.
Yep.
People are asking about NPK.
What about it?
Is it happening?
Is what happening?
NPK?
Oh yes, it is. Ooh. We should put this on there, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh well, it still goes right there. Look at that. It stopped
Uh-oh.
itself before this hits.
They had to notch the door out. To
Allegedly, guys, yes, MPK is happening this year, and the last word that I got was we was going to be getting a schedule soon, and that's the kind of the game that we've played for the last 12 years. They tell us that there's a schedule coming soon, and then we don't get it till about 2 weeks before we start the racing.
But
That's what we know.
Yep. We don't know anything more than y'all. I promise we do not hide things from y'all. There are some people that will hide things from you. We are not. We are not them.
So
we want you to know that way you can plan and come see us.
That's right. But we don't know the format. We don't know what's happening. We don't know anything about it. But we just know if there's an MPK, we'll be there.
Looking for some.
And allegedly there is.
Yep.
So
allegedly a lot of them.
Okay. Yeah.
I heard 16.
14 or 16 is what I heard for sure.
Oh, okay. I know the last thing I was 16.
I think it was 16. That's what I heard. It's going to be a lot of races like it always is.
Always.
So.
And we'll fill it up with all kinds of other stuff in between. What else?
All right. Let me see if I can get out of here.
Are we going to do sick week? But isn't that?
That's me. I got to come home.
Unfortunately, that is this week, right?
Next week. I thought it was the week after.
Yeah. Huh?
25th.
Oh.
Are we going to
Yeah.
do Midwest Drag Series?
So it starts.
What?
Midwest Drag Series?
Yes, and we're going to do that too, which for sure the first one.
Yeah, as long as the schedule allows. Like April 11th is Keith's first race, the Midwest Drag Series.
And we're planning on doing that.
Yep.
With this car.
Is Ram Jack back on board for
100%.
this car too?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll post a picture of the rendering. They'll be on the car, along with a lot of our other people that take care of us throughout the year. Keith Haney Racing, of course. Mayberry Motorsports. Like everyone that was a part of this car and everyone that takes care of our racing program throughout the year will be a part of this car. Maxima, Ram Black, VP, Aeromotive, like all, all of them. Yeah, Kramer Trucking, huge help last year.
Yep. I think that's it.
Any upgrades for the NPK car?
It's different color.
We don't know what we're upgrading for. We don't know.
I heard it's blue too.
Yeah, we're probably gonna paint it blue.
Same way it was when you bought it.
Yeah. Ugh.
That was an ugly blue. It was like purple or something.
Yeah. I don't know. But
I don't think anything.
Do you guys want to go to Big Jake's race, his 275?
I do want to. We don't know yet.
We want to go to Big Jake's. We want to go to War in the Woods. We want to go to all that stuff.
Problem with Big Jake's is I would like to go and race the big race there, but that is, you can't show times. And unfortunately, it would have been nice if that race would be right before Ducks.
Yeah.
And then we could do that one and then go show times. I don't know. We're not much of, and I say we're not much in not showing times. That's pretty much what we do. But when we go do radio stuff like that, man, we like to show times.
Yeah.
Aiden is watching.
Aiden is?
Yeah.
Who, Aiden?
Yeah.
Oh, he must be out of baseball.
We're supposed to be telling what
I'm ready whenever. What time is it?
4 o'clock.
Okay. We're going to put this thing in and then,
So you're not ready.
yeah, I'm ready. So, yes, that's it. If we do that.
I think that's pretty much it.
Philip's arms.
No.
I know, right? All right, I guess.
Very good at this. Everybody's yelling at me.
Phantom,
What
do
are
you
they
have
yelling?
shoes that are gonna match the car?
I have a couple pairs of shoes that match the car.
Okay, that was a big,
It was
Of
a
course he
big one.
does. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
was, yes.
Not me. I'll wear my same flip flops, and I'm not painting my toenails blue.
I did.
That was a question.
I'm not. I'm good.
You want to close it out?
Yes. See y'all in Florida. No, thanks for watching. We want to do more of these. We just don't always have the time. Sorry, but more YouTube videos coming. We're gonna have some cool videos of this race. We've actually hired a guy to come in and video and do all that stuff for these races. So
Yeah.
those are gonna be pretty
It's
cool.
gonna be like a production.
Yeah.
Billy said everybody else's toenails are blue. You better get with it.
His have been blue. Don't let him kid you. I've seen them. When we took the dump to Florida, they matched.
Oh, baby blue.
Yeah, just exactly like this.
This is a super different color.
It's not super different at all.
It's not. It isn't super different.
Our toe is pretty, well, that's pretty close.
Can't color match it.
Well, I have the color code. We could try.
Oh, it's like merchandise wise.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Stuff.
I wanted to get a wig to match, right? And he made the biggest deal out of it. He,
Make the biggest deal. I said,
why am I making a big deal out of it? But then a pair of shoes showed up that matched perfectly. And then the hat that showed up. And I was like, and I was just trying to find a wig that would match. And,
Well, I mean, I found shoes. So.
because you knew the color and you didn't tell me.
All right, well,
Yep.
that's it.
Yep.
Aaron's closing it out today. See y'all in Florida.
It's 4:05. We gotta go.